just as the times in the glow, when between us there are strings of silence. Deep down I know in the spectrum of things that red cannot really ever hold hands with violet. And you talk about this rainbow never having an end, a cyclical bind of alchemy. You imagine it as a complete and obsolete bend, no space left for you to lie next to me. But you do not think about the things that lay either side of it. And red never merges into violet, and darling, that's just the size of it. And either side of the colours that begin and end this light, there comes that allegory for grief, a desperate, aching kind of white. So when you talk about the space that this rainbow inhabits and the patterns that it weaves, I think about the edges of the light and the surroundings of the shapes and the imprints that it can sometimes leave. And so this is our emblem, the emblem of our people, and whatever it means to be consumed by being gay, as if we're holding up a middle finger to the people that blame us with the volume turned up on their parodied cliches. Let's cover it with a sparkled lid, place it in a box labelled sex, and put it at the roof of a unicorn's mouth, because God forbid we be represented by something too complex for these heterosexuals to figure out. Because it's neat and so much easier this way to say we're friendly and we're colourful and we love being gay. As if a rainbow could represent the complexities of how small her hand feels in mine. And as though I could gauge somehow the love she has for me filtering through the kaleidoscope of its spectromatic lines. And I'm sick of the kids asking me at school, like, Miss, why isn't there a straight pride? Because a march where your sexuality is represented would be just as simple as you living your life. So there's no pride or sign or emblem or colour for what you do at night, because there's no need for you to convey the subtleties of how love has eclipsed your life. And people don't know anymore whether to turn on their TV to watch the Sochi Olympics, but it's all the same to me. To protest against Russia is a concept that's so liberal and freeing, but to be honest with you, I never really enjoyed the skiing, and so what difference is that static on my TV screen going to make to a generation that's already so filled with hate? And all of this protesting and future investing is not going to teach me the art of unloving you, because after all, I think that life is just a room inside another room, and it's a prelude to a goodbye that always comes too soon. And so in this rainbow, there's no space left for you to lie next to me, because even though you're red and you're violet, I promise you that loving you always brought out the best in me. And the way that you held my ribs felt like alchemy. And around you, I was a better kind of me, the kind of person that didn't let the divisions of colours and their boundaries stop me. And I don't know what the cities inside of us mean anymore, and I feel cast on a shelf, so you can take your rainbow and your colours and your pride, and you can go fuck yourself and leave me here in the dark, in a place where it is silent. Because deep down I know that red will never hold hands with violet, but I like the shape and the taste and the ache of her kiss, and the way that she looked when she handed me a cigarette lit and said, Beth, this is it. No rainbow, no sky with stars all lit, just you and me and darkness split. Don't you feel all the more beautiful just for knowing it?